Head down slow.
It's like collect you on the wire.
See if it's like. What's the leak code?
So for where the stone's like this is when you hit.
Where the size of this is.
I understand how that's
No wind?
we can have a little hand warmer bonfire in the tent.
Take a very long time to roast a marshmallow over a hand warmer, I think.
So we know what to do.
Where do we go? Just do a slow.
The more dedicated members of the cruise are heading off for a night of sleeping out on the ice. Their spirits are high, their hopes are low, and the rest of us are chuckling up our sleeves.
Now, I understand that you were invited to join them, Marty.
I was specifically invited by one of the passengers, and I told them I preferred hot cookies to sleeping outside in the rain. It's raining at the moment, a freezing rain, when they're going to be lying on the ice. But they're going to love it. This is going to be the high point of their lives.
In the morning where you tried to go to sleep for an hour and ignored.
I don't want to go, I don't want to go.
Welcome to the February 11th, 2008 version of the Sergei Academic Vavilov interview series. Tonight, we have an august guest, Gary, who is a member of the team that has come on this adventure. This evening, he's going to be sharing his thoughts with us about some of our compatriots who've gone to sleep on that chunk of ice while it's raining and freezing. Gary?
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How is it that you did not go to join your buddies on the sleepover?
Well, I've got a lot more sense than they have. I mean, look at this. We have an ice-covered island in the Antarctic on a sullen February evening. It's raining, and they paid for a perfectly good cabin on the ship, and they decide to go and camp on this island. If that's not madness, I don't know what is.
So there's nothing that they could have done to convince you to accompany them?
A large monetary incentive would have perhaps changed my mind, but it would have to be quite sizable.
Quite sizable?
Yes.
Now,
$50,000 should do it.
now we understand that there's a full slate of activities tomorrow. Do you expect these people to carry their weight in the activities tomorrow?
No, we're going to see an almost total non-attendance at these activities. These people will be sleep deprived. They'll be trying to catch up on sleep in their cabins. They're going to be maintaining an extremely low profile.
We've heard that there's a strict edict against urinating or defecating
Yes,
on Antarctica.
that's correct.
What are they going to do with this overnight?
This is the thing. They have something called Mr. Yum Yum. The name may sound fancy and almost humorous, but Mr. Yum Yum is nothing more than a 30-litre plastic barrel which constitutes the only toilet on the island. So this brings us into the topic of toilet trauma, which is yet another reason for not joining these mad campers on their escapade tonight.
Is there men's Mr. Yum Yum and a women's Mr. Yum Yum?
This is, unfortunately there isn't. There's the one shared Mr. Yum Yum.
Oh dear.
No privacy screen either.
From the looks of the island, it looks that it may be very close to the glacier.
Yes, this is another consideration. There's a large glacier only 200 metres behind the island. If that glacier decides to, let's say, throw a little bit of a party during the night, they're going to get even less sleep.
And finally, before we close, there's been some concern that leopard seals might actually get the whiff of these people and decide to pursue them on the island.
Yes, yet another reason not to join them. Leopard seals are, let's say, they may take an interest in the campers. Easy game. Asleep in the middle of the night on an ice-covered island, for a leopard seal, it looks quite an appealing option.
So let's just say theoretically that you were with them and you woke up in the middle of the night to find that a leopard seal was in the midst of choosing its victim. What approach would you take toward dealing with that situation?
Well, firstly, I'd try talking very kindly to the leopard seal, try and talk him out of it. If that didn't work, I think I'd run.
And with that, thank you and good night.
Good night.
Good evening.
To miss it.
Never hide.
So we're at anchor. I guess that's their orientation point. Then they get to spread out on the island. We're here interviewing Colin, who's a passenger aboard the Vavilov, to talk to him about his decision tree on why not to spend the night sleeping on an ice cone in freezing rain in Antarctica. We've asked a number of people this question, and interestingly, they've all had very different answers. Colin, welcome.
Thank you.
So Colin, as I understand it, you have some very clear thoughts and had entertained no notion of sleeping out with these fellows. Is that true?
Yes,
And why is that?
because it is common sense that sleep is an essential requirement for one's life. To go and spend 8 hours not being able to sleep properly, even a cold, wet night.
Even if it's an exciting, adventurous moment?
It is not adventurous, it is not exciting to have an uncomfortable night in the open air.
You say this from experience. You
I
sound
say-
like you speak
I
from experience.
speak from experience, yes.
How so?
Without a doubt.
How so?
From 10 years professionally camping as a geologist, predominantly I admit in the tropics, preferably between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn.
So 10 years
And I admit to having occasional cold nights, but more importantly, I've had some very uncomfortable nights, and I know what it is like to go without sleep because of a camp bed that's too uncomfortable, or wind, or maybe lots of wet rain. And I've been there, done that. Why should I do it again?
And these were mostly remote areas?
Remote areas, yes, in Africa, Australia, more recently in the Sahara and Mauritania.
So whether or not it was hot versus cold, it was the same kind of environment.
Same kind of environment.
So you've done that.
I've been there. Why should I?
Do you have any hopes that they're going to enjoy themselves?
They might, in retrospect, think that they were rather brave.
But you don't think so. Well, thanks so much for spending a few minutes with us.
My pleasure.
Thanks.